is Cherie from Divine Visions, and this is a rundown on part one of the spirit session with Libby and Abby from Delphi, Indiana, and these girls were unfortunately brutally murdered in 2017 by somebody who's not yet been captured. Okay, captured on footage, video footage, and audio, but not captured by law enforcement. Okay, and it's just really freaking frustrating for the family, for the police, you name it, psychics I'm guessing as well, everybody that wants to see justice for these girls. And what's happened in the first session is really quite interesting already. And it kind of validates what I was feeling in the very beginning when I first tuned into this 2 years ago, that the man seen on the bridge, who they call Bridge Guy, is possibly somebody who has had military training, or is somebody who is authoritative figure, somebody who may be in law enforcement. Okay, it's very interesting how that's come through again in this session. And it's interesting because in this session, I mean, I first saw a medal. I saw like a war, a war medal. And then Spirit are talking about a sergeant, a colonel, the Air Force, you name it, different things being mentioned in the actual Spirit session. Now, another thing I find really interesting is that there's more than one, Spirit is saying there's more than one perpetrator, more than one killer or associate. Okay, so someone associated with that, I should say. And so what we're looking at with the recorded session, the Spirit session, is that basically what's happened is the girls know the guy that's on the bridge. Or somebody, if they don't know this guy, which I think they do, but if they don't know him, they know of somebody that was there. And it's interesting because in the very beginning, the spirits say somebody sent him there. So somebody has gone and sent this guy there to kill the girl. And I believe that this person is in link with their family or one of their families somehow. I almost feel like it's like a revenge killing of some sort. The reason I feel that as well is because in the first Spirit session, it says, was for her debt. And I'm wondering, is that a debt of one of their mothers or somebody, a female in the family or one of their friends or something? It sounds strange to me, and I'm not accusing anybody, by the way. I'm just not saying this is fact. I'm saying that this is just what I'm trying to put together regarding the clues. That was this a revenge killing for some debt that wasn't paid? Could it have been a drug debt or something? I don't know. It was a very personal killing, I believe. And there was more than one. I sort of see, I feel in my mind, like when I look in my mind, like tune into it and with the clues, that there was one person perhaps somewhere standing on one end of the damn trail, or, it's a very thick, secluded, thickly wooded area. And how do we know? Somebody wasn't standing there somewhere in the woods with the walkie-talkie, right? Talking in this radio to the guy that they have actually captured on video. How do we know he doesn't have a walkie-talkie or radio communicating with this guy, some other guy, somewhere? Could have been three of them for all we know. But from what Spirit Session is saying, there's more than one. And the girls thought that they were friends, or that they knew them and that they were trusted. or trustworthy, I should say, because in the audio, in the spirit session, it's saying they're the enemy. Go back. You can hear spirit yelling, "Go back," as if the girls would be yelling to each other to go back, run away. And then you hear the spirit say, "One person held at," or now here, "person held at," so they have them. And then you hear the guy saying something about "try the gun," or "do you want to try the gun?" And they're yelling out guns here, and this man loves his guns by the sounds of it, and loves his weapons. I feel there's more than just guns. I feel there was knives. And then they're saying something about some barrels. What's that in relevance to? I don't know. Was this where they were led down to? I think, if I recall, somewhere, I have to look it up again. There was something about the shack down there. There's a little wooden hut or shack or something in the woods there. And maybe the barrels were there. I'm not sure. But I'd like to look it up actually, just to find out what the relevance might be to the barrels. Is it the barrels of the gun? I don't know. But yeah, it's just interesting how certain things have come through. And the name Richard Sam, I mean, that could be two separate people. It might not actually be their name. It could be someone that's linked to them as a clue, you know, just all these ways to look at it. It could be someone's middle name. It's interesting it said "to bribe with us." That really confused me a bit. I've got to get my head around that. Is it somebody that they were bribing the girls with? I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like the girls were kind of like, it's almost like they were bribed to go there in some way. I do feel like it was a trap. I really do. I feel like the girls were put into a trap of some sort, and I get this strong feeling that there was more than one. I don't know why I keep seeing in my mind 3 people involved. Even if one was not directly there, like on the day, but I feel like they're involved somehow. Maybe they had information they were telling the other guys. I don't know. It's just interesting that they're saying that some guy or someone, yeah, he sent somebody there to do it, to do the killing. And that just gives me chills, you know. And it's really, I get emotional, like I get quite emotional talking about it, you know, dealing with it. It's very hard. Very hard. Because as a psychic, you're reliving what they're going through. And the fear that they felt, you know, the fear, the pain, the sadness, just the shock of it all, really. And this bastard, you know, these monsters have not been caught, and I'm wondering if someone is covering, well, there are people covering for others there, aren't they, if there's more than one involved. But I definitely wonder if somebody or one of them has had military training or has been in the police force at some stage or something, and they just seem to know how to get away with the crime. They know how to not leave a trail, or they know how to cover their tracks literally, and I wonder if that person was in a disguise of some sort. He looks like he was wearing a lot more than what he needed to on that particular day, and the weather. I mean, if you look at what the girls are wearing, they're not wearing these, you know, woolen jumpers or jackets or anything. They're not wearing winter clothes. You know, he kind of is, and like I believe he is a hunter. This is something I also tuned into a while ago, is that I believe he likes to hunt. Well, obviously he likes to hunt. You know, he's a predator. But I'm wondering if he actually hunts and fishes and camps and things like that. I can kind of get that kind of energy with this guy, and I do feel like he's in their midst. I really do, right under their noses. I'd really like to hear what you think about the clues in the case, and I'm about to put up part 2. So I look forward to hearing what you think about this case, what you think the storyline is, and what your own thoughts are about what's happened or who it could be, etc. So I look forward to connecting with you then. Love and blessings.